Okay, we're gonna take a second look at, or a third look at Daoist Internal Mastery by Daoist Master Wang Ping. And this is the guy who could apparently walk through a wall, as reported by David Verdesi. So we will turn to page 88, and this is a fascinating little excerpt about the Bigu alchemical fasting. The character for grain in the term abstaining for grain literally means valley. It occurs first in the Tao Te Ching, which speaks of the spirit of the valley. But here, this is not the valley as opposed to a mountain, but rather it refers to being without sound. The valley of the Tao Te Ching refers to a form of landscape, a feature where mountains and valleys are full of chi. So any sound can travel far. There is nothing in the world that does not move. Even states of extreme quietude and stillness still generate sound. Even the deepest places at times of deepest tranquility still have sound of some sort. Master Lu said that even falling leaves emit sounds, and an accomplished practitioner can perceive them. The symbolism of the character for grain, then, means that the practitioner is deeply without sound, in a state of extreme stillness, which enables him to do all sorts of things. This is the reason we need to abstain. The Tao Te Ching reads, "The spirit of the valley does not die. It is the mysterious female. The gate of the mysterious female is the root of heaven and earth. Existing continuously, it functions without effort." Daoists believe that our present bodies are a mirage, a mere transitory vehicle. Our physical existence is really very short, fewer than 30,000 days. So this idea is about sound. It is a great tragedy that we do not hear the deep spirit, knowing what she is doing or when she begins her rhythmic movements, whether regulated, still, she stirs, opens, and moves. She truly is the mysterious female. When she stirs, her movements can be regular or irregular, providing the key to the practice of fasting. Yet, even this mirage of a body still contains a small amount of life force chi. This is like the spirit of the valley found in deep mountain gorges, the mysterious female that moves deep in our center. We cannot hear or see her, so we don't know where she is, just as we know that we have organs and a skeletal system, but remain without any real awareness of them. This total lack of self-awareness, then, is the reason why we take our bodies for granted and abuse them on a daily basis. So, this just shows that how sound is the key secret of the spirit of the valley. This listening process is the key to chi, energy, as being mysterious. And now I'm going to turn to page 270. Is it 270 or 170? Okay, let's do 170, just see what it says. Okay, thus cosmic chi enters your body universe and transforms into stem chi. The first step is to see heavenly fire entering the wooden container. The second step is to see the heavenly fire pouring into the two wood areas. The liver and gallbladder become one and are both red. The third step is to see the wood chamber full of fire. After completing these 3 steps, heavenly fire fills up the wood area, making the liver and gallbladder strongly red. So this is based on the solar gazing. Keep both eyes round, shoot their light at the sun. Breathe in through the nose and absorb the solar chi in essence. Start the practice as soon as the sun is just pecked above the horizon. Cool. Okay. So, I've done that solar sun gazing. So the key point here is the connection between cosmic chi and stem chi. So he's saying stem chi is in your heart, and so you collect the cosmic chi from the external universe, and then the Wan chi is stored in the lower dantian, which is behind the navel, basically the small intestines. Okay, now we will go to page 270. This book is just like packed full of information. Okay, here's what I wanted to read. Once you see the spirit light, pay attention and apply this passage from the Ching Jing Jing. Quote, use the universe in this body to sense the universe outside. Let them respond to each other. If there is a master in your internal universe, the chi of the outside universe flows into your body. If there is no master, the chi of the outside universe flows out, and you cannot attain the Tao. On the contrary, you are diminishing it. Pay attention. You are totally in charge. So do not let the head follow the spirit light, but let it come back by itself. Okay. Only when the body relaxes and sinks down can the chi be lifted up. If you cannot see the spirit light, slowly rotate your eyes. This is called rotating the sun and the moon in the elixir scriptures. Rotate them slowly, clockwise or counterclockwise. So, after seeing the light, slowly pull it back, moving it towards the heavenly eye. Okay, so the point here, Move the spirit light again together again so the 3 points become one. Practice until it gathers at a tiny point the size of a millet grain. Okay, so the key point here is that if you want to be a master, you have to sense the chi outside and the universe, and you have to have that energy flow into your body. And if you're not a master, it's the other way around, where you're sensing the outside universe and then the energy is flowing out of your body. And so that's really the key secret of the whole practice. But I'm not a master, because I do the opposite of this. I sense the energy outside of my body, out in the outside universe, and then I send my energy out of my body. So I'm exactly the opposite of a master. And Qigong master told me, he said your energy will always be weak if you keep doing that. Because I don't store up my energy. I use it. I let it flow out when I sense the energy externally. So this whole book's about storing up your energy to become a alchemical master. And they also talk about the single drop of Yang. Let's see if that's in the I've been reading through this whole thing about spirit consciousness, conscious versus primordial spirit. See, primordial is the Yang Shen. And what he says is that you can't see the Yang Shen. And it's always in the universe. It's always there. And you can't sense it. And this is also what they call the light of no light, or it's also called the clear light. And this is connected to the listening process. But the conscious spirit is your spiritual ego, and that's the key to storing up your energy. So you have to use your conscious spirit to collect the primordial spirit, and then the primordial spirit is empowered by the chi, the Wang, the cosmic chi, or Wang chi. Anyway, so let me see. You make the Wang chi from the Yang chi and Yin chi. So I want to see, he talks about the single drop of Yang chi, which is also that millet grain that he was referring to. So I guess that would be under Yang. Let's see if it's in here. Yang. Here we go. Yin and Yang balance. Chi of. He's got Yin, but he doesn't have Yang. Here we go. Yang. Perfect. Yang. Doesn't have Yang Chi. Well, the Yang spirit is where you start bilocating. He only mentions that once that I noticed. He kind of alludes to it, but he doesn't really go into detail. So anyway, they don't really have the Yang Chi in the. I wonder if like drop is in here. Elixir fields. No. Oh, here we go. Golden fluid. So he definitely talks about, alchemy, like the lead, mercury, and gold. 401, 399, 2122. Let's work our way back to 21. There we go. Elixir circulation based on the golden fluid for refining the physical form. Transcending and shedding the physical form. So the final stage of alchemy is actually like vaporizing your physical body into Wang Qi, or I guess, yeah. And apparently he's done that because he can walk through a wall. So, and this is basically the ancient teaching, is that you put the fire under the water, and that's basically all you do. That's from the San Bushman, 100,000, like maybe 200,000 years ago. That's what they said. Visualize fire in the base of your spine to create steam as boiling water. And that's exactly what Qigong teaches you, or alchemy. Okay, let's just see. Let's keep going on this golden fluid thing. What was it? Work our way backwards. $195 and $242. $195. So you get the 5 elements. 195. Okay, let me find it here. Let's see. Great Qi does not move. This is interesting. Great Qi does not move and belongs to Yin. The external body does not move. Internal movement is most important. When the external body is immobile, it matches Yin and holds the position of water. When it moves, it matches Yang. When there is internal movement and a vital spirit, it matches Yang and holds the position of fire. Finding the correct position of prenatal existence. So prenatal is another way of saying Wang. Spirit and Qi are distinguished according to winter and summer solstice. Okay, it's supposed to talk about golden fluid. Do not reveal your prenatal position to anyone. Yeah, well, kind of too late, because I'm posting videos about it. Okay. I did not see the golden fluid. I must have... Here it is. In this process of 9 reversions and 7 returns, the trigrams Khan and Li, water and fire, join together, and elixir circulation based on the golden fluid emerges. Use the body as the furnace, chi as the medicine, the heart as fire, and kidneys as water. Okay, so not a lot of detail there. What was it, 324? Yeah, he has a whole chapter on women's alchemy, which is cool, you know. I mean, I haven't read it because I suppose I should read it. Let's see. Is this... I don't see golden fluid. I must have got the page wrong. All right, back to the index. Golden fluid, 242, 348. So we were just on 242? No. Oh. Nope, here we go. Okay, collect essence and spirit. Here we go. Collect essence and spirit and use them as alchemical ingredients. Essence meaning Jing, life force. Or water, you call it water if you want. Become stable in stillness and activate them as fire. Use stillness for fire. Refine the ingredients of essence and spirit, then turn them into golden fluid. So again, that by stillness, again, that's also the silence, the listening to silence. The inside is in constant motion. Then on the inside, a small spot appears to form the embryo. Stillness means that the conscious spirit is in the heart, while the body stays unmoving. Yeah, another thing he talks about is pore breathing, and he has a whole thing on your your skull pulsating, which is exactly what I experienced when I was doing my alchemical fasting and meditation. Is your pores, you actually feel the chi in the center of your hands and feet, and your skull pulsates. And that's where you start to do what they call immortal breathing or fetal breathing. Here he's calling it perfect breathing. The breath blows to keep the lower field moving. The arts of elixir concoction, we speak of it as blowing through empty holes. Okay, so what's kind of like difficult for people to realize is that the embryo is actually this virtual reality. Oh, here we go. The drop of one perfect yang. This is what I was looking for. It means that the head is now already full. After that, on the inside, there is one drop of perfect yang, now called one drop of perfect chi. So what returns from here is not perfect chi, but a drop of, or perfect yang, but a drop of perfect chi. It is not the field that contains perfect water, since you cannot maintain perfect gold in the water. The elixir that comes about here is a minor elixir circulation, and even that only appears after you silently circulate the 5 phases. So the perfect gold not being in the water, he says how at first it's fluid and then it turns solid. And this is what I'm trying to say, is that when it turns solid, this is what they call the superluminal yin matter in Zhonggong, which was trained as part of the Dragon Gate. It was like a Qigong offshoot of the Dragon Gate alchemy at Mount Chengcheng. So the master Zhang Hongbao, he calls it the golden key of superluminal yin matter. And this is what he's referring to, is that Master Wang Lingping says that at first it's golden fluid, but then it has to turn solid for the actual, final stage of alchemy, and that's what this superluminal yin matter is that it can create new matter, but it's creating it from this virtual, like superluminal level of reality. Okay, let's see. So that kind of took us beyond the golden fluid. 348, 362. We'll just keep doing with that. Let's see what 362 says. Here we go, the golden fluid. The lungs are like white mercury, which is also called the golden fluid. Oh, interesting. The lungs are very large. They're located above with kidneys below. So when he says minor elixir circulation, he means a small universe meditation. Okay, so the golden fluid is also the lungs' white mercury. Yeah, so that makes sense because the blue light, when you see the blue light, you're absorbing the virtual photons, the negative frequency, which creates the gold. That's explained in relativistic quantum chemistry. Where's... Okay. $242, $348. Now congeal congeal the chi into fluid and circulate it around to form an elixir. We call this elixir circulation. Here we go. Using another path, excess of chi of the liver flows into the upper palate and out of the left side. This is called the golden fluid. Yet a different way for it to travel is along the right side of the spine to flow into the nose, where it turns into mucus. This is traditionally known as perfect gold. Excess chi of the lungs flows up into the right side of the upper palate. This is called elixir circulation, also known as one form of elixir circulation or one form circulating into another. Okay, so you have the liver is called the golden fluid, but they just said the lungs. Whatever. Anyway. Yeah. The 5 phases are kind of like all interwoven. The 5 elements. Okay. So we got that single drop of chi thing. Let's see perfect chi. Let's see if it's perfect chi is in here. Chi. Stem chi, yin and yang. Forms of cosmic chi. Nope. All right, we'll do the one last thing on golden fluid. 367, 399, 401. 367 and 399. Whoops. Augmenting yang fire and reducing your yin impact. Here we go. Augmenting yang fire and reducing yin impact represent a process of energy conversion, among others, allowing the creation of elixir circulation based on jade and golden fluid. Secretly in the Daoist tradition, if you only guide chi through the heavenly circuit, the energy in the body will not transform. You cannot concoct an elixir since it depends on cosmic chi transforming it into fluid. First, by transforming it into fluid and then into a solid state, can you create an elixir. See, that's what I was saying. Okay, so golden crystal, what's this? Circulating essence to supplement the brain. All right, so, you'd have to read that whole chapter. What are we at, 399? I think 399 is the next one. Here we go. The process works through 9 reversions and 7 turns, during which trigrams of an elixir golden fluid emerges. Human immortal practice uses the body as, this is what we already read. Earth immortal use spirit as furnace, and chi as the key ingredient, and the sun as the fire, and the moon as the water. Yeah, so this is pretty wild stuff. So, there's a lot packed in this book. It's all like interwoven. It's something that you'd spend your whole life studying, which I'll do. Here we go. Golden fluid and jade dews. Okay, let's just look it up. That's the last thing about golden fluid. It's in the Golden Bridge. Upper Magpie Bridge. Inside the nostrils, there are two openings that are hidden in secret. One is empty, the other is full. This full or strong opening leads to the road of internal chi circulation, while the other energy easily leaks out. Aha. See, that's why it's all about keeping the energy stored up for alchemy, which I don't do at all. I mean, I can start working on it, maybe. Maybe later. Cosmic chi, the chi of nature and heaven, the source and origin of all, formless. It does not follow regular patterns and has no fixed path of movement. Everyone, including corpuses and cremains, inhales and exhales this chi of the universe, matching the respiration of nature. All right.